Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good, I hope. Hope you're having a great morning. Hope you have a great day today, by golly, all day long. As you get the crag lagging. There's a saying in the word, love thy neighbor as thyself. Don't seem to be much of that going on out there. But, on the other hand, I think it is, how can you love your neighbor if you don't know how to love yourself? How many people out there don't even like themselves? They're always saying they're not good enough, they're not smart enough, they're not pretty enough. They're always pounding themselves with guilt, the shame, and judging themselves. If you're doing that to yourself, how are you going to be good to someone else? If you don't even know how to love yourself, how are you going to love your neighbor? It says love your neighbor as yourself, so you can only love your neighbor as good as you love yourself. And if you're always treating yourself poorly, goes to stand, you're probably going to treat other people poorly too. That's just no good. What it should say is learn to love yourself, then you can love your neighbor. Or maybe that's what other people should say. I'm not somebody that's, I think, in a position to change the word, but I think you should learn to love yourself, and then you will know how to love your neighbor. I can tell you this, when I learned how to treat myself better and started taking better care of myself and stopped judging myself and stopped beating myself with a whip of guilt and shame and judgment and condemning myself and all that crap, I stopped doing it to other people. Why? Because I felt better about me. I felt better about life. And I could look at other people and say, if I did that kind of stuff to me, they're probably doing the same kind of stuff to them, so maybe I ought to be nice to them. Anyway, I think it's important that you learn to love yourself and stop beating yourself up and stop talking down to yourself. You're with you 24 hours a day. You spend more time with you than anybody. You should at least be friends with yourself and be good to yourself. Go look in the mirror. Look right straight in the mirror, right straight in your eyes, and say to yourself, I love you. Go ahead, try it. If you can't do it, if it feels really awkward and you just can't look yourself in the eyes, then you got some work to do. You need to do a little bit of work. You need to see a spiritual coach, a counselor, somebody that can help you get to the other side of that so that you can feel better about who you are and feel better about yourself. See, a lot of times when we're young, we get programmed by society and school and our parents and all kinds of people into feeling like we're not worthy, we're not good enough, we don't deserve to be happy, we don't deserve the best things in life, we just deserve to judge ourselves and beat ourselves up. And we kind of learn that as a kid, and that's too bad. Not everybody, but a lot of us. So if you're judging yourself all the time and you're pointing the finger at yourself and you're looking down at yourself, you're going to do the same thing to your neighbor. It also says in the word, take the log out of your own eye before you take the splinter, look at the splinter in your neighbor's eye. Well, again, if you're just hard on yourself and you're beating yourself up, how are you going to love your neighbor? You really got to learn to love yourself, take care of yourself, treat yourself better, do right by you, and you'll do right by others. It's important that you learn to be good to you. Like I said, you spend more time with you than anybody else. You might as well spend time with somebody you like. So if you don't like yourself and you're beating yourself up and you can't look yourself in the eyes in the mirror, go talk to somebody about that. See if you can get to the other side of it. You'll feel a whole lot better. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you have a great day today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Over.